So I'm gonna stick it in their face regardless. And one thing they can't get past is the jab. This Lamont not gonna get past my jab. I might beat him with just one hand. I was just telling my trainer that earlier. I could beat him with one hand. I want to show the world. I want to give y'all some rounds. I want to show y'all I'm back. I want to get in there and dig it out.
Remember a couple of years ago you challenged Dmitry Bivol to a fight. He's got one of the best jabs. What do you think your jab ranks in the sport of boxing?
My jab faster than his. I throw it a lot more. I'm a lot more accurate. His is more robotic jab. My jab coming from everywhere, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I know I got one of the best jabs. That's all they look at though. Now we've been working on a different part of my arsenal. I'm telling you, the late Jermall Charlo is getting better. I'm getting better. I honestly feel stronger and better and bigger. I'm glad I'm at 68. I don't got to lose weight. I don't got to do all that. Get to eat. I'm going to eat cornflakes at the weight.
Jermall, you and Caleb were whispering to each other as the press conference was going on. What was the conversation about?
You know, we're going to get this money. We're going to make it happen. You know, I need my fade. You know what I mean? So, you know, I would have did what he did too. And I let him know, yeah, I would have did the same thing. But at the end of the day, you can't run from this. So, you know, we're gonna fight. Respect, all respect is due. You know what I'm saying? He said the same thing. I respect you too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna get it in. Like, it is what it is. We don't gotta talk about it. We don't gotta do it like how a Lamont. He don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna. We don't gotta run off at the mouth. We're gonna fight each other, shake each other's hands after, like we do in the hood.
Is that going to be this year, the fight? Do you already have? Is there a date in mind?
I told him let's do it this year. Let's do it for the year over with. Let's get the fans what they want to see before the year over. I think that's only right. Mm-hmm. I'm active. I'm ready. You active? You ready? You getting your fight? I'm getting mine. Let's get out. Let's go. Let's go next.
When you evaluate Caleb Plant as a fighter, what do you feel is his best attribute and the thing you have the most to overcome when you do fight him?
Oh man, I let my trainers them handle all that. Sorry to try to block your question or whatever, but man, I'm not here to try to analyze nobody and what he do as a fighter. Man, he's a good fighter. He's a champion.
What do you feel is your best attribute then?
Everything.
Yeah.
I do everything good. You know what I do good? I make mistakes.
You're a learner.
I make mistakes.
Jermall,
I'm just human.
Jermall, to that point, like, you know, what could you share and speak on in terms of the, you know, we're speculating. We're looking on the outside, looking in that you've struggled with over the years that have kept you out of the ring, kept you out of the big fights that it looked like you were headed towards. You know, what could you share and speak on about it all?
Man, to be honest with you, just a closed heart is an unhealthy heart. You know, I never got a chance to like really explain to my fans and the people about like what I'm actually going through, but I was just going through a time where like I actually needed someone to talk to, but I held it in. I tried to play tough. I tried to have some drinks and some shots and kick it with everybody, thinking that was gonna help it. And you know, I did the things that made it worse. You know, I didn't actually have the help, and I didn't have the hugs and the love that I needed. That's kind of what it was. And then, you know, then you get to that point where you're a lot more independent. You know, and now you can help yourself. And some of those things was just like just picking up a book and reading it, and you fall in love with just reading again and going back to your craft and like, yeah, I got the best jab. That's because I keep relearning it, you know, and I go back to boxing and I go back to like, you know, I go back to like wanting to be great again. And at a point I just felt like, you know, like I was getting in trouble. Yeah, the WBC took the WBC president, they took the WBC belt from me. Nobody beat me for it. You know what I mean? So, but that was a move just to move up in weight. That wasn't a move. That was a move to let Adams fight for the belt. That wasn't nothing to do with me, but the way it looks to the internet, on top of me getting in trouble, was it didn't give it a good look. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like it's all bad. On top of me going through this, on top of me getting mug shots, and on top of me getting into it, it just looked like I was just going through hell. You know what I mean? Which I was at the time, but I didn't have nobody to talk to about it. So I just shielded myself off, and I'm just like, I literally stay home in my mansion for like a week or two at a time, don't even leave. Just like maybe have one meal or cook myself a day. Like, you know, shit like that. Just like, you know, really dealing with like that dark place, and I dealt with the dark place by myself. I didn't give it to y'all. I didn't lash. I didn't make an excuse about it. I'm a man about it.
Does it make you, appreciate